Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Changed the Locks by Lucinda Williams. This is part of my ongoing series where I'm listening to songs that come from albums that are on Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. The way the series works is I'll do reaction videos for 2 songs from each album, and then eventually I'll go and listen to the rest of the album on my own, and I'll come back and let you know what I thought. And so this song comes from the album Lucinda Williams, named after herself, Lucinda Williams, which is number 426 on the list, and was released by Rough Trade in 1988. About the album, Rolling Stone says in 1988, this album didn't make sense. It was twangy, but it wasn't country. It rocked, but it wasn't rock. It was blue, but it wasn't the blues. Williams hadn't released an album in 8 years, perhaps worn down by the lack of attention her music received. That began to change with this self-titled LP, recorded with a taut 3-piece band. Her consistent theme is longing. I just wanted to see you so bad, passionate kisses, but there's also defiance and desperation in Changed the Locks, later covered by Tom Petty. I haven't heard the Tom Petty cover. I'll have to listen to it after this because I am a pretty big Tom Petty fan. So let's check it out. We're listening to Change the Locks, Lucinda Williams. To my knowledge, I haven't heard anything from her so far. So going in with a fresh perspective, if you will. So here we go. Let's listen.
I changed the lock on my front door. I changed the number on my phone so you can't call me up at home, and you can't say those things to me that make me fall down on my knees. I changed the number on my phone. Car I drive, so you can't see me when I go by, and you can't chase me up the street, and you can't knock me off of my feet. I changed the kind of car I drive. I changed the kind of clothes I wear, so you can't find me anywhere, and you can't spot me in a crowd, and you can't call my name out loud. I changed the kind of clothes I wear. I changed the tracks underneath the train, so you can't find me again, and you can't trace my path, and you can't hear my laugh. I changed the tracks underneath the train. I changed the name of this town so you can't follow me down, and you can't touch me like before, and you can't make me want you more. I changed the name of this town. I changed the lock on my front door. I changed the number on my phone. I changed the kind of car I drive. I changed the kind of clothes I wear. I changed the tracks underneath the train. I changed the name of this town. I changed the name of this town. I changed the name of this town.
As I mentioned right before I hit play, I had never heard anything from Lucinda Williams before. You're right over there. My cat's just yelling. You good? I think she's good. Anyway, anyway, as I mentioned right before I hit play, I had never heard anything from Lucinda Williams before. But I gotta say, this being the first song I've ever heard from her was perfect because it blew me away. It honestly has left me wanting to hear more from her. So kudos to her. This song rocked. I mean, I really did enjoy this. So let's break it down piece by piece like we always do. Of course, starting with the lyrics. So I do want to read the about section for this particular song as well. It does say that Changed the Locks by Lucinda Williams appears on her self-titled 1988 album. This is a song about a relationship gone bad. She knows she's been used and she's starting to make a break. That break comes in the form of a series of escalating measures to make herself difficult to locate and unrecognizable if found. 25 years later, Williams would write a song about difficulties tracking down her estranged brother called Wrong Number. Its lyrics follow a similar pattern, and the song serves as a flip side of the coin as her brother's success in becoming impossible to find are everything the singer in Change the Locks is attempting to achieve. That's a really interesting tidbit of information. And again, hearing how awesome this song was, I want to go listen to Wrong Number now. So anyway, let's look at those lyrics. So, I changed the lock on my front door so you can't see me anymore, and you can't come inside my house, and you can't lie down on my couch. I changed the lock on my front door. I changed the number on my phone so you can't call me up at home, and you can't say those things to me that make me fall down on my knees. I changed the number on my phone. I changed the kind of car I drive so you can't see me when I go by, and you can't chase me up the street, and you can't knock me off my feet. I changed the kind of car I drive. So yeah, I mean, very clearly it's about this sort of relationship ending and saying like, screw you, I don't want to even see you ever again. I don't want you to even see me. I don't want you to recognize when I'm the one who's walking or driving by you, right? Like I want nothing to do with you, like less than nothing to do with you. Which I think is kind of badass, if I'm being honest. I changed the kind of clothes I wear so you can't find me anywhere, and you can't spot me in a crowd, and you can't call my name out loud. I changed the kind of clothes I wear. So again, literally from the locks on my door to the phone number I have to the car I drive to even the clothes I wear. I don't want you to even be able to say, hey, isn't that the girl I used to date? Nah, you get nothing. I changed the tracks underneath the train so you can't find me again, and you can't trace my path, and you can't hear my laugh. I changed the tracks underneath the train. I changed the name of this town so you can't follow me down, and you can't touch me like before, and you can't make me want you more. I changed the name of this town. So I like that it like almost escalates every single time. Like changing the locks, pretty normal, right? And then it's like, okay, now I'm like, I forget what the second one was. Was it the car? Like, all right, now I'm gonna drive something completely different. Okay, now I'm gonna dress completely different. Okay, now I'm gonna like recreate the railroad tracks that cut across, where I live, and now I'm just gonna straight up change the name of this town. I think the sort of escalation of things that she's changing, one, makes the song really interesting, but two, I think just shows how done she is with this person, right? Where it's just like, screw you, I will go to the ends of the earth to make sure that you can't find me or can't interact with me, which again, I think is pretty badass. So, I changed the lock on my front door. I changed the number on my phone. I changed the kind of car I drive. I changed the kind of clothes I wear. I changed the tracks underneath the train. I changed the name of this town. I changed the name of this town. I changed the name of this town. What a great song lyrically. Again, I think it was written really well. It tells a very, I think, concise and cohesive story. And again, I love that escalation of things that she is willing to change to be rid of this person forever. So really, really like the way this one was written. It gets 2 big thumbs up from me. as far as the lyricism goes. And as far as instrumentation and vocals go, one, I gotta say, I really liked her voice. Again, not really knowing what to expect coming in. It does have this sort of, as Rolling Stone described it, this sort of bit of twanginess to it, but she has such a great voice for like rock and roll. So yeah, it was twangy, but it was also rock and roll, which I loved that about her vocal performance. And then I would say like the same with the instrumentation. I think the guitar throughout had this sort of like twangy country southern rock vibe to it. Some excellent guitar soloing throughout. I mean, honestly, the guitar blew me away here. I was thoroughly impressed with what they were able to throw down on guitar. I think, in addition, some good work in the bass and the drums. And then I'm a sucker for harmonica. You whip out the harmonica, and there's a good chance that I'm bought in. And the harmonica sounded great here as well. So, instrumentally, vocally, I mean, yeah, this one rocked. It sounded great. I'm giving it 2 big thumbs up there as well. As far as replay value goes, this one easily makes the playlist. I honestly can't wait to listen to it again. And now knowing that Tom Petty covers this, I'm gonna have to check out the Tom Petty cover as well. I mean, that's how good this song is. I want to hear more, and I want to hear more iterations of it. So, with all that said, 2 big thumbs up for replay value as well. Overall, a fantastic song, and if I do say so myself, another fantastic entry into this series, and yet another artist that I had never listened to before starting this series. So regardless of your opinions on the Rolling Stone list, I gotta say, like, it has at least done the job of introducing me to artists that I had never listened to before, which was the whole reason that I started this series in the first place. Because looking at the list, I knew that I would be sort of forced to expand my horizons and come into contact with artists that I had otherwise not ever listened to. So really exciting stuff. I'm really enjoying it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, go support the artists, go listen to their music wherever you can. And of course, if you enjoyed what you saw here on the channel today, consider supporting the channel. Like and subscribe, comment, all that stuff helps me out. You can even check the description to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.